I'm a simple woman. I see books on sale. I make bad decisions. Hello, my name is Elise, and it's been a while since I've been back here with my rainbow bookshelves, and I'm so glad to be back. I'm here for winter break, and I just have not had time to film, and I haven't had a great location to film, so I'm really happy to finally be back. And what better way to return to BookTube than a huge book haul? It's all Barnes & Noble's fault. It was not intentional. It was not supposed to happen. Basically, I was Christmas shopping a couple days ago and I was at the mall, and at the mall is the Barnes & Noble I've been going to for many years, like my whole life, and I saw that it was closing. I don't think the business itself was shutting down. I think they just lost their lease, so maybe there's hope that Barnes & Noble will return in my town, but that Barnes & Noble was closing, so sadness. However, that meant that Barnes & Noble was trying to get rid of all of their books, so there was a 75% off sale of everything, and I made some bad financial decisions, and that's why we're here today. So as I mentioned, everything in Barnes & Noble, at least every single book, was 75% off. It didn't matter if it was hardcover, paperback, new release, old book, anything. Literally everything was 75% off, no exceptions. Except if it wasn't a book, that was the exceptions. But all of the books were 75% off. And a lot of the books when I went there were already just like gone. There were so many empty shelves, it made me so sad. So I picked through every single shelf. I may or may not have went twice to do that, but I grabbed a bunch of books because when do you ever see literally everything in Barnes & Noble 75% off? I know, no self-control there, but can you blame me? So I'm gonna do a little book haul here. I'm just looking at my little stack right now. I think I have about 14 books. Again, 75% off everything. I will say right now, the books I bought, they were all books I'm interested in, but the plan was, because everything was on sale and they're brand new books, I will be giving them out as gifts to people, like, you know, Christmas, birthday gifts, stuff like that. So if you happen to be someone I know in real life or someone I'm friends with and you see books here, don't be surprised if you get some of them for your birthday. So spoilers if you are friends with me. But yeah, I got mostly young adult books just because that's what I read and that's what a lot of my friends read. I think I got maybe one or two, I think 2 adult fiction. I got I got some middle grade books, and I did get 2 middle grade books that I will obviously show that are definitely not going to be gifts. Those are for me. But yeah, I'm really happy with my haul here. Again, I'm gonna justify it with the 75% off sale. That's a once in a lifetime thing, and I hope it never happens again, because if another Barnes & Noble shuts down, I'm gonna be real sad. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna go over the 6 books I got in my first trip before I just lost it and went back for more books. But first book I saw on the shelves that, you know, got my attention was Who Put This Song On? First of all, it was bright pink, which is the reason why I grabbed it. But I've actually had this on my TBR on Goodreads already. I like any books that have to do with music, obviously. That's in my channel name. I really like music. Doesn't matter what kind. I just like any kind of story that revolves around music. I don't know exactly how much this has to do with music. I just assumed because it said song and there was headphones on the cover. It does say on the back, and I remember reading this on Goodreads, that the main character feels like the whole world is listening to the same terrible track on repeat. So I don't know if it's gonna have music themes or if it's all kind of metaphorical, but it is about a girl who is the only non-black person at a sleepover. That's I'm assuming how it takes place, and then yeah, there's other things. I'm not sure, I haven't read it, but that's just based off of the back. Yeah, looking forward to reading it. It's a YA contemporary that deals with social themes, and that's something I always enjoy, so solid purchase if you ask me. Next book is Cracked Up to Be. I got this because I love Courtney Summers. I honestly don't know how many Courtney Summers books I've read. I don't know if I've just read Sadie or if I've read other ones by Courtney Summers, but I really loved Sadie, so I'm hoping I like this one too. It is, if I remember the back correctly, about someone who, it's a junior in high school. Me just straight up reading the backs. Obviously I didn't look too thoroughly when I was choosing books. I really went off of the covers and what I've heard of already, but it's about a junior in high school and she goes to a party, and that just, you know, puts her life on a different track. I don't know. I haven't read the book. I like talking about books without even knowing what they're about. But yeah, I thought the cover was cute. I liked Courtney Summers' book, Sadie. I hope that is Courtney Summers. Oh, it says right there. And I like books that have to do with high school and girls being messy because that is my thing. Next is Dread Nation. This one was kind of risky. I have a feeling this is going to be one of the books that I definitely re-gift. Well, I guess not re-gifting if I didn't get it as a gift. Okay, one of the books that I will give away as a gift to one of my friends. It is, I want to say historical fiction. I'm not even sure. I just saw it and I remembered it was a book that was on a book list for ACE representation, and I always like to collect those. I think I have my ACE flag book up there somewhere. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is really my kind of genre, so I don't know if I'll read it myself, but I know I have other friends that like this genre, so hopefully they will like it as a gift at some point. I'm really just giving spoilers to birthday gifts if anyone's watching my videos. Next, I chose Those Who Pray. This is another young adult book. It was in the young adult section, but I think it's technically more new adult because it does take place first year of college. It does say ages 14 and up on here, but you know, that's still the new adult age, so I'm not really sure. But it is about a girl in her first year of college, and I guess she joins a cult or something like that. I'm not really sure. This is another book where I was like, wow, it's pink, I want it. But I do like, as I already said, contemporary fiction books that have darker, heavier themes, so I've been interested in this one. I've already had this on my TBR for a while. I am really interested to see where this goes because I haven't really heard many people talk about it. I just saw it on Goodreads and read the summary and I was like, ooh, that seems a bit much. So I don't know, I don't have any expectations for this book, but it looks pretty and sounds intense, so that's why I chose it. And then I rated the middle grade section for the first part of my book haul. I only got 2 middle grade books, but they're both ones I'm really looking forward to. So the first one is called The Best at It. I got this because I originally had downloaded it as an audiobook and just never got to it, but it sounded interesting, so now's my time to read it. I basically chose it because I'm always interested when there's middle grade books that include LGBT representation, because even though that's becoming so much more common than it has been in previous years, it's definitely not that common at all. So I'm always interested to see what that looks like in middle grade literature. And then the other middle grade book that I got was Anna on the Edge. I've really been looking forward to this. I've been wanting to read this for a really long time. My library, actually I have 2 library cards, neither of them had a copy, so I've just been, you know, waiting, but finally got the opportunity to buy it. But this is a book I've been really looking forward to because it is middle grade, but it's also about gender identity, and that is something I really have not seen in middle grade, or at least not something I've read before. So I've been really wanting to see what that would look like in middle grade. It's also, I think, about friendship, if I remember correctly, and I just love middle grade books and young adult books that have to deal with friendship, so I really have high hopes for this. I think I've only seen really positive things about it, so I'm hoping it is as wonderful as I'm expecting it to be. And then I went back the day afterwards and got 8 more books because can you blame me? Yeah, you know, that's just how it had to be. So the first book I grabbed is History. Nope, that's wrong. Yesterday is History. If you noticed the little 50% off stickers, those were a lie. They ended up being 75% off. But yeah, I got this because my friend Anya recommended it to me and I just never got to it. So here it is. I think it's either fantasy or sci-fi or magical realism, something like that. And not exactly the realistic contemporary fiction that I usually read. So I'm gonna see what that's about. I think it has time travel in it, so that will also be interesting because I haven't read much time travel books. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and Anya has really great book taste, so hopefully it lives up to her recommendation. Next, I got Blackout. This is another book I really was looking forward to. First of all, gorgeous, gorgeous. We always appreciate a good cover, but it's by a couple different authors that I really love, so I have, again, really high hopes for it. Tiffany D. Jackson is one of my favorite authors ever, which is why I originally got this book, or was interested in reading this book, but then I saw there was a bunch of other books, or a bunch of, oh my gosh, English, bunch of other authors that I've already read and really love, so I have great hopes for this. I think it has a bunch of little love stories or something like that in there. But I think I've heard mostly good things about it, and it's, again, gorgeous, and it has authors I really love, so you better not disappoint me. Next, I got Indivisible. I hope that's the title. Indivisible. Okay, yes. Next, I got Indivisible. I have heard really, really good things about this book. I have not heard many people talk about it, but everyone who has mentioned it in some capacity has always said like amazing things about it. So yes, high hopes once again. And my friend Anya, who is also a booktuber, also recommended this to me. But I'm really looking forward to this one, as I've said about most of these books. But I think it's about deportation and, you know, family life and just a bunch of heavy topics. I do like my heavy YA books, but yeah, I've just heard such excellent things about this, and it's not too talked about, so I'm hoping it's going to be one of those hidden gem books that I always really love. And then the last YA book I got was Not So Pure and Simple. I was very attracted by the bright colors and the unique title, and I've seen this online before. I just have never read the synopsis. Let me just read the one sentence summary in here because I love it so much. It says, high school junior Del Rainey unwillingly joins a purity pledge class at church, hoping to get closer to his long-term crush, Kiara. I'm sold. I think that sounds lovely. So I'm looking forward to this one too. This is one of those books also that I may or may not read before I hand it off to another person, but it looks very good. Next is an adult romance. I got The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. Do not ask me what it's about. I don't know. I was trying to look for a Christmas gift for my mom. I hope she's not listening to me filming right now. I really just went through all of the books and I was like, what could be a lighthearted mom romance? I don't know. I've heard of this. I'm hoping it is good. I hope. I literally know nothing about it. I don't usually like adult romance, so maybe this was a bad idea to give my mother a book without knowing what it's about, so we'll see how that goes. But it has a cute cover, and I've actually heard of it before, so that's gotta count for something. I couldn't give my mom another one of those, you know, like mass market paperback romances. I wanted to get, I don't know. Yeah, maybe if she doesn't like it, then I'll read it because I haven't read it. And then I got The Price of Salt. This is a classic. Yeah, I don't know, I just grabbed it. My friend had mentioned it a couple days prior to my book haul, and I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'll grab it then. And that is my only explanation for this one. And the last two books I got are both middle grade, and they're for me. I got the two Julie and the Phantoms books. The first one is called The Edge of Great. The other one is called Whatever Happens. I don't know which order they're supposed to go in, but I really love Julie and the Phantoms so much. And the show just got canceled, so obviously this is how I'm coping. I don't care if they're children's books. I don't know if there is like an age range on here, but if there is, I'll just have to ignore it because, yeah, I don't see an age range. Then I guess it's all ages, but yeah, no one is touching my new prized possessions. They're mine. And that is the end of my massive 75% off Barnes & Noble book haul. I hope you all enjoyed. If you know me, hope you enjoyed enough that you would want some of these books because they're gonna be holiday presents and birthday presents for the next year or two. So if you happen to like a book in particular, you should drop a comment down below so I know which one to wrap for you. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, peace out. See you next video. Bye-bye. I am a simple woman. I see books on sale. I make bad decisions. And I drop my books apparently. Oh my gosh. Blah.